The GOP, a party of lies, hypocrisy, and scandal. The Republican Party, often branding itself as the bastion of family values and moral superiority, has increasingly found itself mired in a swamp of lies, hypocrisy, and outright criminality. From high-profile convictions to salacious scandals, the GOP's track record reveals a stark disconnect between its pious rhetoric and the behavior of its representatives. Let's peel back the curtain on some of the most egregious examples, including the bizarre cripple representative story, the cocaine in the White House speculation, and the unforgettable antics of Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert. Lies and hypocrisy, a foundational flaw. The GOP has long positioned itself as the party of truth, law, and order. Yet its leaders frequently peddle falsehoods and double standards. Take the 2020 election. Despite overwhelming evidence and court rulings affirming Joe Biden's victory, prominent Republicans like Donald Trump and his allies pushed the big lie of widespread voter fraud. This wasn't just a one-off, it's a pattern. Republicans have accused Democrats of inciting violence while conveniently forgetting their own role in the January 6th Capitol riot, where Trump's inflammatory rhetoric spurred a mob to attack democracy itself. The hypocrisy extends to their moral posturing. GOP figures rail against woke culture and the supposed immorality of the left, yet their own house is far from clean. They condemn sexual deviance in public, while their private actions tell a different story. A story of orgies, cocaine, and theater groping that would make a tabloid blush. Crimes and convictions, a rogues gallery. The GOP's rap sheet is extensive. Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, pleaded guilty in 2018 to campaign finance violations tied to hush money payments to Silence Affairs, crimes committed to protect Trump's 2016 campaign. More recently, Representative Matt Gaetz has been under investigation for alleged sex trafficking involving a minor, though he denies the charges and has not been convicted as of now. Then there's George Santos, the former GOP congressman expelled in 2023 after revelations of rampant fraud, including lying about his entire resume and misusing campaign funds. These aren't isolated incidents. From tax evasion to insider trading allegations, Republican lawmakers have repeatedly found themselves on the wrong side of the law, all while preaching accountability for others. The party's tough-on-crime stance rings hollow when its own members keep getting caught. Immoral activities, orgies, cocaine, and crippled representatives. Perhaps the most jaw-dropping tale comes from Madison Cawthorn, the former North Carolina representative who, in 2022, claimed he'd been invited to orgies and witnessed cocaine use by fellow GOP lawmakers. Cawthorn, who uses a wheelchair due to a car accident that left him partially paralyzed, spilled this tea on a podcast, alleging that the sexual perversion in Washington included GOP heavyweights. He described being propositioned by older colleagues who, he said, flaunted their debauchery like a badge of honor. The party swiftly turned on him, dismissing him as a liar. Yet the specificity of his claims, paired with the GOP's laundry list of scandals, makes one wonder if there's fire behind that smoke. Then there's the cocaine found in the White House in July 2023. Discovered in a visitor area, the baggie sparked endless speculation. Given the GOP's track record, it's not a stretch to imagine a Republican operative, fresh off a night of gay coke-fueled sex, a nod to the party's many closeted scandals, accidentally leaving it behind. Think Mark Foley, the Florida congressman who resigned in 2006 after sending explicit messages to male congressional pages, or Ted Haggard, the evangelical leader ousted for a relationship with a male sex worker involving drugs. The GOP's obsession with decrying LGBTQ+ rights while harboring its own skeletons adds a layer of irony to this hypothetical scenario. No evidence ties the cocaine to any specific party, but the pattern of Republican misbehavior invites the inference. In recent years, the spectacle of political misconduct has reached staggering heights, with figures like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert showcasing behavior that contrasts sharply with their proclaimed values. Greene, known for her zealous pursuit of conspiracy theories, escalated into controversy when she unveiled explicit images purportedly from Hunter Biden's laptop on the House floor. This act, framed by her supporters as uncovering supposed corruption, paints a vivid picture, a deeply problematic display of immaturity and hypocrisy. Green has criticized the sexualization of children in schools, yet here she was, brandishing unsolicited, explicit images in a professional environment, seemingly oblivious to the contradiction in her actions. Meanwhile, Boebert's antics erupted into the public eye during a Beetlejuice musical in Denver. Caught on camera engaging intimately with her date, all while disrupting the show with vaping, the imagery was stark, grasping hands and an indignant middle finger flashed towards staff after her ejection. Boebert's initial denial unraveled under scrutiny, casting light on the striking hypocrisy of a figure who positions herself as a defender of family values, engaging in explicit acts in front of families. This clash between her public persona and private behavior epitomizes the current climate in American politics. The broader implications of these behaviors extend beyond individual scandals. They signal an unsettling trend within the GOP where accountability has been overshadowed by a quest for power at any cost. The ongoing circus of escapades, ranging from Cawthorn's purported orgies to Green's crude antics, reflects a party grappling with its internal contradictions. The very principles once held dear appear to dissolve amidst a cacophony of self-serving actions. As the Republican Party navigates this turbulent terrain, it faces a pivotal turning point. Will it acknowledge its moral dilemmas, or will it plunge deeper into the chaos that has become emblematic of its identity? This period in GOP history serves as a crucial reflection on the party's trajectory. Each scandal adds fuel to a growing fire of discontent among constituents, potentially reshaping its future. Will the party reconvene its principles in light of this chaos, or continue to bask in the spotlight of public outrage? Observing the patterns, it seems the latter holds more ground, beckoning further scandals and deeper scrutiny as the narratives unfold. In this tale of hypocrisy and moral decay, the irony is glaringly apparent, leaving a lingering question. What happens next in this political drama by Scott Young, aka Sinfamous Gamer?